Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Mahmood. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my Las Vegas November 2022 playlist. This is my video on the VIP experience with the Beatles' Love Cirque du Soleil performance at the former Mirage Hotel. When booking this VIP experience, the show is only available at 7 p.m. and it's not clearly indicated on the booking website, so I had to call them to understand why I couldn't go to a 9:30 VIP show, and I asked them to send a follow-up comment to their higher-ups to make that more clear on their website. Throughout Las Vegas, there are a lot of electronic advertisements for all the Cirque du Soleil performances, but usually in each residence hotels, the Cirque du Soleil space occupies just one big space. Here at the former Mirage, there is a separate display by the front desk check-in that caters just to the Beatles' Love performance. This is the dedicated Beatles' Love Cirque du Soleil theater at the former Mirage Hotel, right near the casino access. Unfortunately, YouTube blocked a previous version of this video, I think because of all the music copyright, so I have to silence most of the background music in this new version of the video. Most Cirque du Soleil performance program booklets are digital, and you need to scan the QR code to find them. The normal place where VIP ticket holders in most shows wait is near a specialized sign rather than the exclusive little room at O. While the VIP experiences at Ka, O, and MJ1 had separate VIP rooms pre-show, Beatles' Love did not have a separate VIP room. If you're generally familiar with Beatles songs, you will definitely enjoy this show. If you are a person who knows the Beatles songs very well, and if there is on stage an element of matching the dance or the colors or the performance to the particular songs, then you'll enjoy the experience even more. If I compared this performance to other Cirque du Soleils in terms of like what percentage of the content was dance versus acrobatic, I would say Beatles so far has the most amount of dance performance. This group of VIP ticket holders was quite large. It was me and then a few couples, 2 pairs, and then a very large group between 15 to 20 people from either Quebec or Montreal, Canada, were prize winners in a contest, and they got a 3-day weekend of coming to Vegas and watching multiple Cirque du Soleil shows. So the group was quite large, and as I mentioned in my O video, the larger the group was, it created this impression of being rushed, even though it's totally not the fault of the hosts and other programmers. They really tried their best to give everyone the same amount of content and attention, despite the size of the group. Here's what it looks like when your back is to the theater entrance and you're facing out towards the casino. All VIP ticket prices include 1 food entree and 1 beverage, whether it's alcoholic or not, and you're always free to go back and purchase additional ones on your own.
So yeah, so pictures are all allowed throughout the tour, but we won't be able to do videotape backstage.
Yeah, okay. But like this venue I can video.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. You just heard the female hostess for our group indicate that I could take pictures in the Backstage Tour. Beatles' Love was the most liberal in terms of picture taking. Of course, I can't video record the backstage, but even during the performance, it was allowed to take pictures, no recordings, even though there was a contradictory message in one of the announcements overhead before. Once we began our large group walking tour behind the scenes, we were allowed to see the side of the stage, which is almost like an X-shaped stage, from these side curtains. Here's a beautiful car that was used on stage. I love the filigree design. While there was no actual Yellow Submarine song in the show, I believe, here you see our hostess and tour guide showing you various props that were used, and you can see that like most Cirque du Soleil staff, they have uniforms for each show. More props for you to see. They have this old famous circus poster up because it's obviously famous, but I forget the explanation behind it. If you know, please leave a note in the comments below. While this may look like an ordinary tea kettle for serving, it has been modified to produce steam inside, and here you'll see it has a role in the actual show where it's lit up brightly. Cirque du Soleil, it seems to really like its umbrellas, which it uses in Beatles' Love as well as the O production, and it seems to like its steam and fog, which is used in various productions, including these umbrellas that produce fogs. This elevator and the elevator schedule is incredibly important to maintaining order and timeliness throughout all Cirque du Soleil performances, but this is the first time I can show it to you. Here are more backstage props, musical instruments, and costumes, including something that lights up. The net you see becomes part of the whole performance, and the entire stage and all audience members become covered by it. So that's great if you like the theme of everyone being under the same roof or the same context, but if you get a little claustrophobic, just be aware. Like with all other VIP experiences, I enjoyed meeting some of the performers. This is the largest group of performers that we met, and it's great to see them in costume because it becomes easy to recognize them on the stage. The back rink behind them, unfortunately, that piece was not used that evening's performance due to COVID regulations. Still backstage, there are a lot of great selfie and photo ops with props, costumes, and decorations. I'm going to give you a close-up video of the stage, which is a bit of a odd-shaped stage. I liked it, and in this picture, I'm showing you that the steam is coming from the middle pit of the stage. My least favorite part of the decor are these sheets or specialized screens that are coming down, which block off visual access to other parts of the audience and the arena. While these holograms are very cool, the rest of the time I felt that these screens took away from my experience. This is what the stage looks like from the VIP seat section. Here are those screens that I don't like because they block visual access to the whole arena. I'm progressively moving down the aisles towards the stage to show you the perspectives from different aspects of the arena. This is how close you can get to the real stage. This is the perspective of the people sitting on the row closest to the actual stage and what they're able to see of the stage. I moved down to the other end of the stage and again trying to show you how level it is with the audience. Cirque du Soleil show not only has a lot of engineering at the stage and below the stage, but also high up in the ceilings. Here comes the pit in the center of the stage with all its engineering. If you want to be very close to the stage, these types of seats are the best ones for you. At the beginning of the show, the screens are down, they're projecting these holograms, and the music is playing. And then all of a sudden, there's a crescendo moment where the screens are lifted up, and there is a huge confetti explosion in the entire arena, and everyone is covered with confetti. It gets on you, it gets in your bags, it gets in your food, especially popcorn, it's open tub, and it gets in your drink, it gets on your clothes, and you take it with you once you leave. I really loved it when the screens went up and there was that explosion and you could basically see the entire stage, but you saw all of the audience. So it's not just like a regular performance where you're staring at the backs of the heads of the people in front of you and then you're looking all forward towards one stage. You get this whole almost 360 view of everyone in all aspects of the stage, and it was the most unique experience or feeling out of all of the Cirque du Soleil shows. And I think that moment is one of the things that makes Love a bit separate and different from the other Cirque du Soleil performances. This is a fantastic trapeze act coming in from multiple directions, and I felt the last half of it was ruined when they put down the screens and you were prevented from really being able to see clearly what the other trapeze artists in the other sections were doing. Because the Beatles covered from 1960 to 1970 pop culture and music, there was a bit more diverse content in this show, including this performer who displayed step dancing. This act might be replacing the skateboard act that we saw in the backstage, and it's really cool because they jump on and off trampolines to the minivan and onto the side apparatuses. Beatles Love is the one Vegas residence performance that has kids involved, and they're involved in multiple sections of the show. Here are some stills from the end of the show where they bring up some decor from the pit onto the stage, and they also drop down the screens again. So while all of this decor is very beautiful, it sort of visually cuts off access to all the performers on the stage at once and to seeing the whole audience. I wanted to show you the highest level seats once the theater was emptying out. This again was the 7 o'clock show, and this cleaning crew, like all the other Cirque du Soleil cleaning crews, have to do a very fast job and very accurate job of cleaning as much of the arena as possible before the next show arrives. Thank you for watching my video. I'd love to hear from you on email at fmahmood@wellesley.edu. You can also find me on LinkedIn at that address. And if you do send me a connection request, please go ahead and send me a note. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And please go ahead and watch my next video. Thank you.